breaking news from WBTW News 13.
People purposely use their position to go around those safeguards or mask their behavior. Sometimes it's hard to detect immediately, but you will be gotten.
First at 6, a major development today in the investigation into Pawleys Island Community Church. Good evening, I'm Adriana Lawrence. Several former church leaders now face criminal charges after investigators say a registered sex offender was knowingly allowed around children. News 13's Jordan Titus reports.
What started with a tip from concerned residents has now turned into a criminal investigation case against now former church and school leaders. The Georgetown County Sheriff's Office Don Williams, his wife Jenny Williams, Academy Director Nikki Howard, and registered sex offender Warren Perry are all charged with criminal conspiracy and obstruction of justice. Don Williams and Howard are also charged with unlawfully placing a child at harm or abandoning a child. Sheriff Carter Weaver says it appears Don and Jenny Williams, along with PICA's director Nikki Howard, are out of town, but adds the department will get them once they are found. During today's news conference, the sheriff played video of Don Williams telling investigators Perry was not around children before saying their investigation found otherwise.
So we are taking him into custody.
Excuse me?
Yeah, we're taking him into custody because of the complaints and the information that we've received between yesterday and today. He will go to bond court.
What complaints have you received that he was in violation of his?
He's had contact with minors. He's not allowed to have contact with minors.
Okay, define contact with minors.
The investigation is active, and investigators are actively going through digital evidence, conducting interviews, and say additional charges are possible. Reporting in Georgetown, Jordan Titus, News 13.
And breaking news just in the last few minutes, we've learned that Don and Jenny Williams have been arrested in Somerville and are being extradited back to Georgetown County. Count on News 13 for updates. Horry County Police announced more charges today in connection with an animal cruelty investigation in the Longs area that police called an underground network. Last week, authorities charged Yakeem Evans, Thermontres Livingston, and Jamar Chestnut with criminal conspiracy. Chestnut now faces more than 30 counts of felony ill-treatment of animals, more than 20 counts of animal fighting and baiting, and 1 count of unlawful possession of firearms. Police say 58 dogs were rescued Friday from a property in the area of Rainbow Drive.
This is a massive underground network. This is pretty much organized crime. There are a lot of moving parts, and it's very well hidden, and that is generally by design. They like to do things, there's a lot of movement, and again, historically, there is definitely a nexus between narcotics, gambling, and other violent crime.
The dogs are in the care of a North Carolina-based dog rescue. Police say more charges are likely. Well, a shooting outside a bar near the Intracoastal Waterway sent a bystander to the hospital. Horry County Police says it happened around 11:30 last night on Waccamaw Boulevard. The area is near Pub International. In a social media post, the bar said the shooting happened in an area between the bar and a nearby fireworks store. Authorities say the wounded person should be okay. No word tonight of any suspects or arrest. Police have responded to a number of shootings on Waccamaw Boulevard in recent years. You'll find all of our coverage at WBTW.com. As gas prices continue to rise, some drivers say switching to an electric vehicle can save you money. But some electric owners say charging costs aren't always as predictable either. News 13's Cameron Townsend explains.
With gas prices climbing, many people point to electric vehicles to save. But electric owners say it's not always that simple. According to AAA, the average price for a gallon of regular gas is $3.68. That's up from about 18 cents last week and nearly $1 more than this time last year. While some drivers are ditching the gas pump for electric vehicles, charging costs can fluctuate too. One electric vehicle owner says public charging stations can add surcharges during busier times. And as he notices more Teslas on the road, he's finding himself paying those higher charging rates more often.
So the charging prices fluctuate. It just depends on the usage. But obviously driving an eco, hybrid is a lot cheaper than gas, 100%. If you were to charge while there's people at the same station, they have surcharges. I see Teslas every day. I think there's more and more, so yeah.
AAA says no matter what you drive, it's worth comparing fuel or charging prices before you hit the road. Reporting in Socastee, Cameron Townsend, News 13.
Cameron, thank you. Developing tonight, a Missouri-based company hired to design and build an electric vehicle battery plant in Florence filed a breach of contract lawsuit after the battery company halted construction of the facility. Clayco Incorporated claims it had an agreement with AESC that required completion of most of the project by June 1st, 2025. AESC broke ground on the 1.5 million square foot facility across from Wilson High School in June 2023. But in June 2025, AESC announced the project was suspended. Clayco says it is owed more than $26 million plus attorney costs and other fees. You'll find a full breakdown of the lawsuit and our coverage of the EV plant at WBTW.com. Well, the City of Florence just received the Municipal Achievement Award for Public Safety from the Municipal Association of South Carolina. The award recognizes the city's leadership for its approach to public safety through technology, teamwork, and trust. News 13's Eric Cooper is live in Florence for us. And Eric, you spoke with Mayor Lithonia Barnes and a realtor about the significance of this award. What did they say?
Well, Adriana, Mayor Lithonia Barnes says the award helps their Keeping Florence Safe initiative moving forward through their commitment to safety and growing economic development.
We are excited that we received the Downtown Main Street Award. This is something that all of Florence is excited about. Florence downtown area is doing some phenomenal things.
The city's downtown development was also awarded the Great American Main Street Award. With the help of city council and local state representatives, the police department now has 3 dock-mounted drones, 60 flock cameras, and access to more than 300 community cameras citywide. Andrew Savage with the Iron and Olive Realty Group says when giving potential buyers tours of these homes, one thing they point out is the safety they feel.
So it pretty much says that Florence is putting their money where their mouth is. They're willing to invest in the downtown area and also the surrounding areas, and you see that coming down Pine Street. You'll see multiple new developments going on as we speak.
Mayor Barnes says the investment of technology within the police force helps create a safer environment.
Technology allows the police to be safer. You have more eyes. They are protected with the technology, and so these younger people, you know, they sit on their games at home. That has come up in them. And so when we are moving in that direction, it is an area that they are all too familiar with.
So the biggest thing is we want people to know that this is a safe environment. You have the police substation, which is 2 blocks down the street. You actually have an officer that stays on site as well, which is a major plus. But the biggest thing is just changing the perception of this area.
Now, Savage says that there are a number of incentives to buying homes in redeveloped areas. To learn more on that, you can go to our website at WBTW.com. Reporting live in Florence, Eric Cooper, News 13.
Eric, thank you. Tonight, a major announcement. Starting tomorrow, we're throwing out the morning news playbook. See the Grand Strand and PD's newest morning experience featuring brief headlines, big stories, and an interactive weather conversation on the rundown. It all kicks off tomorrow morning at 9 on News 13 and the WBTW Plus streaming app. Next on News 13, a number of people, including a familiar face in the Grand Strand and PD politics, throw their hat into the ring to replace the late Senator Lindsey Graham on the November ballot. And Krista has your most accurate forecast when News 13's local coverage you can count on continues.